start by talking about the sheer, unadulterated audacity of Heather Armstrong. Can you believe it? The Tuesday, August 25th episode is going to feature a jaw-dropping encounter where Heather actively taunts Martin Richardson and Bradley Smitty Smith. Let's be real for a second. We all know exactly who Heather is. She is the impaler, the ruthless, bloodthirsty leader of the international plasma ring that has been terrorizing our favorite character. Smitty, being the relentless investigative journalist that he is, has been digging deep into the red market. He has been writing explosive articles trying to expose this syndicate, completely oblivious to the fact that the serial killer he is hunting is standing right in front of him. Heather knows exactly who Smitty is, and she knows he is the one trying to put her behind bars. The tension in this upcoming scene is going to be thick enough to cut with a knife. I am absolutely obsessed with the psychology behind Heather's actions here. She is a psychopath who thrives on the thrill of the chase. Instead of laying low like a normal criminal, she decides to play a dangerous game of Russian roulette by confronting her hunter. How is she going to play this? Some fans think she might act completely oblivious, but I think she is going to employ some serious psychological warfare. I can totally see her putting on a fake, sickly sweet smile and praising Smitty's article. Imagine her saying, "Oh, Smitty, your pieces on the plasma ring are just fascinating. Do you really think you'll catch this impaler?" It is a classic cat and mouse game, and she is getting a sick kick out of provoking him. It is absolutely crazy. But here's the kicker. What if she takes a different route? What if she decides to take a low blow and mock his marriage to Martin? Heather is not above using personal attacks to throw someone off their game. She might make snide, homophobic remarks disguised as polite conversation just to get under their skin and assert her dominance. I honestly despise Heather for putting Martin and Smitty in danger, especially after everything they have been through with Martin's political campaign and their past marital struggle. But as a commentator, I have to admit that this makes for phenomenal television. Joey explicitly warned his sister to stay away from the politician's family, but Heather clearly does not care about Joey's rules. She is a rogue agent, and this interaction is going to end in absolute disaster if Smitty connects the dots. Speaking of Joey, we have to talk about the woman who is currently sharing his bed. Vanessa McBride is gearing up for a massive change, and I am honestly terrified for her. According to the latest spoilers, Vanessa is no longer content with just playing it safe. She wants to dive deeper into Joey's business empire. Wow. Talk about a character evolution. Just a few months ago, Vanessa was the cautious, grieving widow, trying to protect her children. Now she is fully embracing the mob wife aesthetic and wants a seat at the table. She is looking to take over more of Joey's operations, but the real question is, will Joey actually agree to this? I strongly believe that Joey is going to try and push back. He loves Vanessa, and in his own twisted way, he wants to keep her hands clean. He knows that the deeper she gets into his world, the more danger she is in. But Vanessa is stubborn, and she is tired of being kept in the dark. This brings up the ultimate ticking time bomb in their relationship, Heather's true identity. Will Joey finally come clean and tell Vanessa that the woman she was drinking mimosas with is actually the impaler? I highly doubt it. Joey is a master of compartmentalization. If he tells Vanessa the truth, he risks losing her forever, especially since Vanessa was so horrified by the plasma ring's activities. But by keeping this secret, he is essentially leaving Vanessa completely vulnerable to a serial killer. It is a massive mistake, and I think Vanessa's push for more power is going to put her on a direct collision course with Heather. Meanwhile, Joey's loyal henchman, Randy Parker, is about to score some major points with the boss. Randy has been tailing Heather on Joey's strict orders, and he is going to bring back some incredibly juicy intel. You won't believe what happens next. Randy is highly likely to report back about a secret, highly intense meeting between Heather and Andre Richardson. Yes, you heard that right. Andre and Heather have a dark, twisted history from their time in Europe, long before Andre ever met Danny Dupree. Heather has been relentlessly blackmailing Andre, threatening to destroy his marriage if he doesn't give her what she wants. When Randy drops this bombshell on Joey, it is going to change the entire dynamic of the show. Joey already suspects that his sister is up to no good, but finding out that she is actively extorting a prominent local photographer who is married into the powerful Dupree family, that is going to send Joey into a tailspin. Joey has been trying to run a cleaner casino operation and avoid bringing the wrath of the local authorities and the Duprees down on his head. Heather's reckless blackmail scheme against Andre is a massive liability. I am dying to know what Randy actually witnessed. Did he see Andre physically threaten Heather in that hotel room? Did he hear them discussing the compromising photos from their past? Randy is holding all the cards right now, and his loyalty to Joey might just be the thing that saves Andre from Heather's clutches, or it could completely destroy Andre's life if Joey decides to use that information for his own blackmail purpose. Let's shift gears and talk about something a little more heartwarming, because we definitely need a break from all the psychopaths and blackmailers. June is stepping up in a massive way, and I am absolutely here for it. Tyrell Richardson Smith has been spiraling into a deep depression after his agonizing breakup with Jessica Harris. The poor kid even got a tattoo and was making delusional plans to follow her to UCLA. It was painful to watch him beg for scraps of affection. But June, his biological mother, is showing up with the maternal tenderness that he desperately needs right now. I have to say, my bias is showing here, but I love June's character. She has made so many mistakes in the past, giving up her children and struggling to find her footing. But seeing her boost Tyrell's spirits and help him regain his confidence is just beautiful. Tyrell has deep-seated abandonment issues from his time in the orphanage. So having his biological mother wrap her arms around him and tell him that his worth is not defined by a teenage romance is exactly what he needs to hear. Martin and Smitty have been doing their best as his dads, but there is a unique healing power in June's maternal love. I predict that this moment is going to solidify June's place in the Richardson-Smith family forever, and Tyrell is going to emerge from this heartbreak stronger than ever. Finally, we have to discuss the absolute nightmare that Chelsea Hamilton is currently living through. The spoilers for Tuesday reveal that Chelsea is exhibiting severe signs of panic, and it is entirely justified. It is the one-year anniversary of her horrific kidnapping by her deranged ex-girlfriend, Allison. For those who might not remember, Allison stalked Chelsea, held her hostage in a remote cabin, and staged a deeply creepy fake wedding. It was psychological torture of the highest degree. Now, Chelsea is receiving terrifying silent phone calls, and she is convinced that Allison has returned to finish what she started. Is Chelsea just being paranoid due to her PTSD, or is there a legitimate threat? In the world of soap operas, you can never write off a villain's return. I firmly believe that Chelsea has noticed something highly unusual, perhaps a specific calling card, a shadow outside her window, or a detail about the kidnapper that the police missed. The sheer terror of feeling like you are walking on eggshells in your own life is heartbreaking. Chelsea is completely spiraling, jumping at every shadow and terrified that Allison has somehow escaped from prison or been granted early release. But the absolute best part of this dark storyline is how Kat Richardson, is stepping up to the plate. Kat and Chelsea have had their fair share of bitter, nasty arguments over the Chelsea Cat brand and Kat's erratic behavior post-liver transplant. But when the chips are down, family is family. Kat is becoming a profound source of comfort for her cousin. I love seeing this supportive side of Kat. Instead of making it all about herself, she is holding Chelsea together, proving that their bond is unbreakable. If Allison truly is back, she is going to have to go through Kat to get to Chelsea. And we all know Kat is not someone you want to mess with.